嘿，大家好，我是怎么 Jones。今天跟各位聊的是买了 Game 的 Curry 专访特辑第一部。今天的内容从 Curry 练习投篮的关键、勇士体系的建立，再到回顾当年勇骑大战的回顾都有。那么就让我们一起赶快来看看吧。
记得订阅、按赞、加入黑组王。
记得订阅，怎么唱？
赛季开打想打球却找不到适合的运动袜款吗？这时候就来看看 GEAR 吧。GEAR 是日方经营台湾制造的品牌，过去就曾经合作过不少次。这次 GEAR 迎来买3送3的优惠。从以前推荐过主打日常穿、细腻触感、减少日常疲劳的 Daily Air， 贴运动设计并配有快干弹性纤维、8毫米避震气垫棉缺的 Performance 款。再到专以篮球、棒球需求加强脚踝防护，配有9毫米避震气垫棉圈，还有专利凉感弹性纤维，绝对是你打球时最佳选择的进阶款，都是属于买3送3的范围。相信有看频道多次的观众都已经知道，我和 GEAR 合作超多次，我也经常穿上 GEAR 的袜款运动。从即日起至11月18，只要点击下方资讯栏连结购买长袜款式，就都立刻享有买3送3的优惠。无论你以前有没有买过，这次绝对是你最好的入坑机会，快点下单购买吧。Podcast 的一开始，老詹谈到 Curry 以前说过 Nash 和 Reggie Miller 的比赛是他的启蒙。老詹问 Curry 为何会开始看这些球员。
So
that's I mean, we all got history in the game, right. Playing against each other and the whole deal. But my rookie year, we played in a preseason game outside in Palm Springs at like the
Indian Wells
Tennis Center. Indian Wells. It was my first time like actually seeing him, you know, on the court, and to the point of inspiration.
Super intimidating.
just seeing him across. I still do some of your when you're in the starting line or the national anthem, the line. Like you just do like the little leg stuff. I still do it. It was like I was watching everything you did from across the court. But growing up, like I knew I was a pass first type of point guard.
Yeah.
Like. My dad had to actually tell me.
Bullshit.
Nah, call Del Curry right now. He'd tell you they actually had to tell me to shoot
he was
more.
Like, no,
I was
not in this
like
house.
Not in this house. You ain't gonna be that. But I always like just loved the creativity. Being like I felt like we had similar statures where. As a point guard, being able to, handle being in the trees, getting the ball where you needed to. You saw angles that didn't even make sense. Your change of speed. You can control the tempo, got everybody involved. Like there was just something fun about that. That is the way that I, wanted to play.
接着 Curry 也说到，他以前打2号位的时候，就是穿着 Miller 的球衣到处跑来跑去。他完全没有想到后来会变成比赛中那么重要的一部分。接着三人继续聊到 Del Curry 带给 Curry 的影响。
I mean, the quick release was crazy. Yeah. Every video you see him sitting in the corner, one like here, one dribble, and then the quick release. He had the high arcing release too.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that, so it was like almost comparison and contrast of
right.
I want to be a great shooter, I want to have a quick release, but I also have to own my own form.
Right.
I can't really.
It has to go in at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You got to feel comfortable with what you're doing.
But did you guys ever talk about it, like quick release?
Yeah, we talked about that a lot. When I was in high school, changing my form, I used to do like the little slingshot situation, and to the point of seeing, when I watched myself on camera, it was like, that thing looked like it takes forever to get up there. But to your point, it went in. But as I got to varsity, I was like, it's probably not going, that thing's getting swatted to the 8th row.
And you was able to dissect that.
No, my dad.
Your dad, okay.
Your dad called it out as I was making that transition. I wasn't with it at first.
Right.
I was, because I knew he was going to have to break down all the fundamentals of everything that I felt comfortable with to then master like a new form.
It felt like it too much.
Yeah, it was like.
接着三人继续就投篮机制的部分深聊下去。Curry 自己分享，他在指导其他人的时候，反而不会教自己的投篮方法。
I always tell people, like I would teach Clay's form to anybody who said, hey, how do I shoot a basketball? I would like pull up a clip of Clay.
Perfect.
And it's just, that's freaking perfect. 10 out of 10, no notes, right? But to your point, it helped me off the dribble because it's kind of, I'm gonna call it unorthodox, but it is a one-piece shot that no matter if you're really all the way on balance or just off, or if you got it on the right hand, left hand off the dribble, like whatever it is, I kind of can get it here quick enough that
through the zone,
and I still have all of my power.
Yep.
I don't lose anything through that, so that's helped me, especially at 6'3", like in the league. no matter who's in front of you, you really feel like I have a chance. As long as I get them to drop their hands a little bit, I can get it up there quick, and I don't want to have any wasted motion.
接着 Curry 也谈到自己能长久维持效率的投篮的原因，以及在夏天会针对性的和训练师做一些调整。
Like there's always a reset, like summertime. You're working on mechanics. Like my guy Brandon Payne, we'll talk about it. And if I miss 2 or 3 in a row, and he start looking, I'll know it's because I don't have the ball. Like if we're talking middle of the frame, I don't have it more middle to right. Like I'm more kind of doing that. And it's just you get a little lazy, right? But I still have to call that out. But then once you get into the game and the flow, there's not much thought to it.
接着 LeBron 也谈到 Curry 在刚进联盟的时候还非常瘦小，但在后来逐渐把体型练出来之后，投篮却丝毫没有受到任何影响。增重并维持投篮对于许多球员都是蛮大的考验。Curry 分享当时的状况。
Funny story. So like my rookie year in training camp, so I came in as a shooter in the draft. Right. Don Nelson was my coach, and going through training camp, summer league started. I think I probably shot like low 30s from 3 in training or in summer league. And then you're coming into training camp, a couple months later, like still working, getting through, trying to get comfortable with where shots are coming from. And Don Nelson, he went in the weight room because, to your point, I came in 180 pounds maybe. They were trying to get me in the weight room, doing all these lifts and stuff. I'm shooting like trash in training camp like the first week. He walked in there and cussed out everybody in the room. It was like, y'all killing the shot. He's lifting too much weight. And to me, I didn't know that as a concept because I always just wanted to get stronger. Like most of it was just vanity. Like, hey, I
look better in the jersey. All these mirrors around here. Y'all telling me I gotta look like this?
No, I'm trying to look like the pop. Like, give me something. But I didn't even think about it in terms of shot. I know that there's a range of like body composition that matters to making sure everything moves right. So if you're doing a big transformation, it can't change how your body moves.
接着 Nash 谈到 Curry 初入联盟的时候就有不少脚踝的问题 ，Curry 也亲自分享了一些那段时间的经历。
Yeah, after my second year, had my first surgery, and tell my wife like there was a moment in rehab, sitting in the basement of my house in Charlotte, like a 3.5, almost 4-month rehab just on that, to the point where I wasn't even rolling my ankle, like landing on somebody. I was doing the one where we're catching in transition, I'm pushing off, and that thing would flip, and I look back like, what?
Drop
like Bambi legs, like literally, like I just couldn't stay on my feet. Wow. And to your point about learning your body, right? Like learning how it moves, learning what.
You didn't have that problem in college?
No. I rolled my ankle one time in college the traditional way where I was coming down the lane, going up for a layup and playing it on somebody's foot and rolled it. That was my junior year.
接着老张问到，因为一开始 Curry 可能就是上场一直保持自己在做的事情，那么 Curry 是什么时候认知到自己对于篮球有这么巨大的影响？
But when did it click to you? You started looking around, was like, oh wow, that kid is.
That's a great question.
Because you know you ruined the game. Like it's destroyed. Completely destroyed.
When Mark
10
Jackson,
ball, 1 dribble. It's gone. Yeah, Steph.
When Mark Jackson got back on the telecast after he coached us, and he said it on the telecast, and he was taken out of context of just like, or too strongly in the sense that he was just being funny. Not talking about how watching his kids play in a game. He's like, oh, he's ruining the game. I walk into high school gyms now and they're just coming across that court.
Just shooting it.
I'm trying to think of the first moment though. It's like when Trey Young came in the league, and that was like the first person who they said was like the next me, even though he's a different player. And I known him when he was in high school. Like that was like the first time you're like, one, I'm getting a little older, but these kids that are watching you who are now emulating their game after the way that you play, or like there's now expectations on said person to be you or play like you. That might be the first time I thought about it.
而 Nash 也说到 ，Curry 在 Curry 执教的第一季之后，外线出手量有超过200次的跃升，这似乎是历史上第一位有球员这样做，而且迎来巨大成功之后，也开始让许多球员相继仿效。Curry 开始分享当时的状况。
Bob Meyer was the first one who told me, like, yo, you should shoot 15 threes a game. I was like, wait, what? Like,
really?
Like, you know how hard it is to get to get 12 good looks up? Like,
Yeah.
But if he was one of those, like, why not? The math says, 15 threes for you is great. Like, the whole deal. So you start thinking about it, but yeah, the game is morphed crazy.
But what was it? Was it that conversation? Was it Stevie Kerr? Like, what was the impetus behind taking a 200?
The way that we created shots was a big part of it. The offense that he instilled, where it was a less, traditional pick and roll, less pick on game,
movement,
more
pinch
movement,
post to pass,
all that stuff. Where you're creating.
接着 Curry 这边继续谈到当时 Kerr 刚开始执教的情况，也分享自己是如何适应这样一个新体系。
We got in a training camp. He showed a clip of, I can't remember the soccer club, but
Barcelona.
Tiki Taka, right? Yeah. And he was talking about that as a philosophy of how we're going to create shots, how we're going to, keep things simple, make the defense have to make a million decisions in a possession so that you can then find the right shot. And
illuminating the Spurs 0.5 stuff when they're like,
offense.
Make a decision at 0.5.
And so once we got in training camp, it took a minute to be comfortable with not calling a play and just letting the ball kind of dictate where you're supposed to be. I love off-ball screens, which as a shooter and a scorer, Coach McKillop at Davidson taught me, you help somebody, you help yourself. And it was a concept of, if I can set a screen and you're guarding me and your goal is to keep the ball out of my hands, you got to make a decision now. Like, you gonna call the switch? Or you gonna stay body tight?
Yeah, my guy gonna be open.
So like sacrificing your body to be able to set screens was a big deal, and that helped kind of optimize Coach Kerr's kind of philosophy because I was involved in pretty much everything, whether it's on ball or off ball. And then from there, you just work on the shots that you're gonna get, and that's the entire team. And so.
接着 Nash 分享了一个数据是，在 Curry 某段生涯的时间点里，当 Curry 在场上的时候，团队禁区出手占比 45%， 当 Curry 下场之后就会变成 27%， 而这其中很大一部分是来自于 Curry 跑动的牵制力。三人就这部分继续聊下去。
That's just people's respect for your gravity, the game plan of do we switch, do we bump, do we show, like you staying at home, like you talked about screening, they don't want to leave your body. The decisions, we got some clips to pull up here of the finals.
Oh yeah,
he's most dangerous.
I love it.
Doesn't have the ball.
You said that in that clip.
Oh, he is as a competitor and as a dear friend now. Having guys not truly understand what that means when you're competing against a guy like that, it grinds you in the head. Because it's a natural reaction. It's a natural reaction. The most dangerous guy gives the ball up. The first thing you do is, I did a great job. He is most dangerous when he gives the ball up.
Podcast 的最后10分钟是两人一起回顾当年经典的詹柯对决，我们就一起来看看吧。
First of all, the post to pass. I think it's important for like the casual fan to understand why is a post to pass interesting? Because like you guys, you're not saying let's go to Festus here.
No.
When you throw the ball in the post, now you've disoriented the defense's vision. Right? Instead of everything being in front of them, you're supposed to see man and ball. You almost, it's impossible.
Well, I mean, you say it's the same thing as what the Bulls was doing in the 90s when they would throw the ball into Luke Longley at times. And now the other actions start happening. Chicago screen, pinch post. MJ can come off of it. Scotty can come off. It's the same kind of concept what they were doing. It was just called the triangle. So like you said, as soon as the ball go into the post, now
action starts.
Action begins. And it's like it's controlled chaos. But those guys know exactly what's going on, but we're just trying to get the chain to move on the defense.
在讲完勇士很常使用的起手点之后，三人开始接续谈到勇士非常著名的 split action， 就是透过球导到低位之后开始的战术行动。
We would show the first clip of me having the fuck up.
Is that you guys, Draymond?
You got a few of them.
Yeah.
I was about to say, this is the happiest I've ever been watching this game, by the way. So the biggest smile on my face.
But we throw it in the post here. Draymond goes to set a split screen.
Yeah.
So Tristan Thompson's probably not supposed to be guarding.
Let's see. So this is another piece of it. I can't. So there's 6 seconds on the shot clock, and the reason he's guarding me is probably because something happened.
Switch, ball screen under 8 seconds.
Offensive
maybe,
rebound, something happened.
And that's part of the ball and body movement where you can again make the defense have to make multiple decisions to where now, all right, Tristan's guarding me. He's not used to being in a guard spot, which
and he does a good job. He gets into the body.
Yeah.
You know, I think LeBron's trying to play center field here because Draymond, and he's So what happens though? Come off a hard cut. He sets a screen, and you're so fearful of daylight.
Mm-hmm. It's my favorite moment that Tristan has to decide, I think I can get through this.
And what else is tricky for people is that if Tristan runs into the screen or under the screen the way he should on a switch, there's too much daylight for you there.
Yeah.
So he has to show you to LeBron.
If they're not on the same page, because to the point, if that happened on this possession, Bron read it where you're gonna try to jump that pass to take it away and make another decision, but one person's on a different station.
That's it.
It's a wrap.
That's it. And this is the byproduct of it.
So there's the rim attempt, right? And so that's all just out of gravity, fear, game plan busting, movement, and playing post to pass.
Podcast 的最后一段是继续看今天的第2个回合，那我们就把这段当作是今天的结尾。
So this is just random basketball right now, right? You come down. People are finding spots. We're going to move it. You get off the ball, which is
most people I've seen inside the 3-point line in 7 years.
It's been a while, right? Just go back 5, 6 more years.
Oh my God, 9 guys are inside the 3-point line.
This is unbelievable.
Dre's the only person outside the 3-point line right now. Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Okay, but you don't stop playing. So what are the principles here? I'm just going to move. Someone knows they're supposed to pin in, or you're going to screen and someone's going to clean it up.
Yeah. So like when you come in, so that's when a guard goes underneath head underneath the basket, if you're guarding that person, obviously the antenna's up, coming out whichever side. I'm at the advantage because now he's chasing. I'm trying to decide, and to the point where we've been doing a bunch of action where now Bron's trying to decide at what point am I jumping out. I've already guarded 2 actions before, and it's just good timing. And Dre was an unbelievable asset in that sense because it didn't matter. We had 4 ball handlers on the court right now that could make that play, right?
If you can see right now, we're not pressuring Dre. We're trying to read his eyes, see where he's throwing the ball, and then maybe stunt to the direction of the pass. But also what the flip side is that he can see everything because there's no pressure.
Shump now is in emergency mode because he cannot be, this is too much daylight.
There's never a time he's going to point switch him out. So it's or point switch me out. That's
exactly.
Tough.
And so he's on his bike. Now, when you're sprinting that fast to close, it's hard now to read and react. Right? It's hard to read and react. And so LeBron really should be on the high side here.
Correct.
But he probably feels if I get on the high side and he fades and we switch, I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
So you're thinking, let me bias my body towards Steph.
And point. You almost passed me off,
just certain players in our league, there's just certain guys over the course of the history of the game, no matter what you do, they still have an advantage.
好咯，那以上就是今天的影片。喜欢这部影片，请记得按赞、订阅及分享给更多人知道。我是这么John，我们下次再见喽。